been 43 years since Rhonda Hinson was shot and killed in Burke County, 2 days before Christmas. Some people think they know who did it. But what do investigators say, and what does the evidence show? Well, apparently not enough to make an arrest, at least yet. Now there is an increased reward in Rhonda's case. In tonight's WBTV True Crime Carolinas, why some believe that actually won't make a difference. Christmas, a time of joy and celebration, a time to be with family and friends. Come to this cemetery in Burke County, you can see that for at least one family, Christmas is a time of incredible sorrow. On that day in 1981, Rhonda Hinson was buried.
It's always hard, but Christmas time when everybody else is happy and shopping and music, and it's hard, real hard.
Rhonda, 19 years old, living with her parents, Judy and Bobby Hinson, in Valdez. She graduated from high school and recently started working at a company in Hickory.
She loved everybody, friends with everybody. She wanted to be the center of attention.
She was a lot of fun. She was very happy-go-lucky, always smiling. She had the beautiful, just a really, really, really beautiful smile.
It was Wednesday, December 23rd, and Rhonda was driving here along Interstate 40 in the early morning hours, headed back home to Valdez. She'd been to her company Christmas party in Hickory.
I woke up about 12:30 and got up, and she wasn't here. But I really didn't expect her to be here. But I woke Bobby up, and he said, I have to go to work in a couple hours. He said, you know she's all right. She told you she's going to stay in Hickory. And I said, I'm really scared. I think there's something wrong. And he got up, and I said, Bobby, Rhonda's dead. I was so sure.
Sometime after 1 a.m., Rhonda took the Mineral Springs Mountain Road exit off Interstate 40. Less than half a mile from her home, a bullet ripped through the trunk of her car, the back seat, the driver's seat, and into her heart.
Every time I'd come to visit my parents and take that exit, I'm thinking, where in the world has somebody been shooting a gun at that time of morning?
Larry Griffin, originally from Burke County, is working to answer that question. He's written extensively about unsolved murders, including Rhonda's. Why does it bother you so much?
Well, I never believed the storyline. Largely, an accidental shooting. Oh, come on! I couldn't buy that. How random and how unlucky.
It's never been proven whether the bullet that killed Rhonda was a random shot or something more sinister. Larry has built a thorough storyline and a theory about what he believes happened.
I know who killed Rhonda Hinson.
Judy Hinson and Jill Mull believe they know too. We're not naming that person because they've never been charged or named as a suspect. No one has ever been charged with Rhonda's murder. The proof, according to investigators, just isn't there. There were apparently no witnesses to the shooting, and again, it was dark and visibility was limited that night. Police say after Rhonda was shot, her car rolled backwards along the road into this ditch. Body was found lying on the ground outside the car, and it's not clear whether someone pulled her from the car or whether she got out on her own.
No way she got all the way up here and come back.
Questions have been raised about whether evidence at the crime scene was compromised. Griffin gave us this report from a former investigator for the sheriff's office who reviewed the case in 1995. In a sobering observation, he said,
due to the negligent mishandling of physical evidence in this case, further investigation would be futile, non-productive, and a waste of good investigative time. A suspect's confession, without the rifle, would not produce a conviction in court.
The reward in the case has been increased to more than $94,000.
The reward money, there's not enough zeros.
Honestly, I don't think it matters. I don't think, no matter how much it is, I don't think anybody's coming forward. Money's not gonna get them to talk.
If the person who shot and killed Rhonda Hinson knows what they did, it's hard to imagine how they have kept that secret and lived with themselves in the 43 years since her death. Perhaps their conscience will someday take hold and the Hinson family can get the justice they deserve. Judy and Bobby Hinson are both in their 80s. They've been waiting half their lives for an answer. You can read a much more in-depth story on the case on WBTV.com. And the Burke County Sheriff has a dedicated tip line for the Rhonda Hinson case. You can call 828-764-9549 if you have any information that could help lead to an arrest. And that's WBTV True Crime Carolinas.